This morning on Broadway and Beyond, the dreams of a life in the theater. There's a prestigious acting school located in the heart of Times Square, and it's the only conservatory on Broadway. CBS News' Allie Bauman takes us to Circle in the Square Theater School, where future performers are trained.
Beneath Broadway's famed Circle in the Square Theater on West 50th Street,
Why you gotta be another one of mine? No.
is where the next generation of actors are honing their craft.
Coming here is literally the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Well, I don't know, okay? We were wrapped up. Wrapped up in what?
Circle in the Square Theater School has been cultivating artists for 60 years. It is the only accredited conservatory on Broadway.
How does that make the school stand out from the others?
Being able to use the space, I mean, it's so cool as a student to be able to work and have your class on a Broadway stage, especially for voice work. You're here and you're working to be here and get a job on Broadway.
Alumni include Lady Gaga, Seymour, Hoffman, and Kevin Bacon. Currently, the production above the school is American Buffalo, starring Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Rockwell, and Darren Criss.
Generally speaking, the students get to see how it works from load in to load out. They get to see the process happen. They always get to see the shows.
We're literally already here. It's upstairs. So that feels really special always, to like have half your faculty actively working on Broadway shows.
Daniel Oakley and Maria Limon are in their second year of the two-year program. They had a rocky start. The pandemic forced their entire first year at the acting school to be completely on Zoom.
You would have to work twice as hard to connect with the person that is not even there.
It made us want it more. It made us have to push harder to cross that boundary, and now that we're here, we're just so grateful to be here working with each other every day.
The remote semesters allowed faculty to update its curriculum.
We learned adapting to Zoom that the education can't be stagnant. Education can't be lost in time. It has to evolve.
Broadway, too, is still adapting to a post-COVID world. And with more than a dozen Broadway shows opening in April alone, these students are graduating at an exciting and unprecedented time for theater.
There's a lot of change occurring right now in theater. It's evolving, it's more inclusive. And so we want the students to be empowered to have a say in who they are as an artist.
They really are stepping where nobody has stepped. I mean, the path is brand new in terms of what happens when you're graduating from a program right now. What does that look like? I'm just really proud of them, and I'm really excited to see what they do next.
On Broadway, Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
There were a number of big openings this week on Broadway, including the return of actor-comedian Billy Crystal. Crystal took his opening night bows Wednesday night for Mr. Saturday Night. The new musical comedy is the stage version of Crystal's 1992 movie. Crystal plays a comedian from the early days of television who is still trying to remain in the spotlight years later.
Opening night of a Broadway musical is something really
Billy's a genius. Billy will kill. He always kills. He's been a massive success.
He has a great sense of legacy, of his legacy, but also comedy legacy. He goes back, even tonight is even about that.
Martin Short and Steve Martin were among the many actors attending opening night of Mr. Saturday Night at the Nederlander Theater. It was also opening night on Wednesday for POTUS, a new comedy that stars Vanessa Williams as the First Lady, along with Rachel Dratch and Lea DeLaria. They're among 7 women trying to clean up a presidential PR mess. The new play at the Schubert Theater is the debut work of playwright Selena Fillinger. An emotional night at the Metropolitan Opera. The audience roared last night during the curtain call for Ukrainian soprano Lyudmila Monasterska. She draped herself in the Ukrainian flag in a show of love and support for her homeland. She replaced a Russian singer who was originally scheduled to star, but withdrew after refusing to denounce the Russian invasion. Monasterska will perform in Puccini's Turandot until May 14th.